Alrighty, guys, welcome back. Now that we finished our first back test, which ended up something like this, we're going to go back and start a new one because gold at this time was very, very choppy, and we only did half a month or half a year of back testing. So now we're gonna go ahead and pick out some random market that we kind of want to play around with. If anything, we can hop onto Trading View and find something a little bit cleaner that reasonably I would be trading. So, for example, any market like here, gold recently has been good. I don't know if you want to do NQ. NQ has been a little choppy since since December 24. So if anything, we can do NQ wouldn't be bad. It is a
Yeah.
little choppy at places, but NQ or we already did gold and we didn't really like it.
Yeah, I mean, gold 2024 was like really good, as I remember.
Kind of. Clearly, it didn't go very well for us, right? Like this right
Oh
here.
yeah, because we did it from the May, but at like the beginning of the year, it was like really,
Do we want
really
to do the
good.
beginning of 2024? Like we back tested this. So we did
Yeah,
all this. We did October 24th. Yeah, yeah. So we started back testing somewhere in August. So we got caught in this chop. There's still very clean price action. I don't know what percent we made on that. But yeah, there's definitely opportunities here all the way up. If we want to do like more of that kind of price action, we can start in January. It was quite choppy at the start of January, so we'd go like 3 months without anything. 2 months, 3 months. So I want to do something that's relatively clean, so we're not skipping so much price action. So it's worth our time, right? Like we know
yeah,
this is just gonna be sideways the entire time. So why are we gonna backtest something that like I don't even trade? I would never trade this on the live market. So why would I want to do it now? So if anything, I just want to find something that's a little bit cleaner and potentially go look at other things I've tested and see what they kind of look like. We can do oil, we could do R2Y, NQ. Let's go look at oil. I haven't looked at that in a while. Oil for me recently has gotten a little dirty, a little unclean. So on oil right now, I just want to see this either plummet or give us this nice continuation from here on up. But like this for me is like a no trade zone at all. Um, so let's look at oil from 2024. Dang, this is choppy as well. Um, Yeah, I mean, if you want to do a choppy market, oil's definitely the way to go.
yeah.
It's not that bad, but like here, I no touching any of this. No touching any of this. Probably some nice moves here. Definitely nice moves here, and then just sideways. So maybe not oil.
Yeah, I mean, you can do NQ because it has been looking like really, really good at like 2024. But
You want to do NQ?
yeah, because it's like very clean delivery like
Okay.
during that year.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So let me actually close trading view so it's not taking up RAM. And then we'll go jump into here, start a new backtest. I do a standard, so we'll do, you said NQ, and then we'll do Jan
Yeah.
2024 to December 2024, and then call, just to make sure. We'll do regular NQ, and then January
Is there
24.
like a big difference between the mini features and the normal one?
What was the question? Do,
Is there like a big difference between like the regular NQ and the mini futures one?
so they move exactly the same. Here, let me get this set up. 24 December. They move exactly the same, except that MNQ is going to be 1/10 the size of an NQ contract. So that means you can scale a
Mm.
lot better. So, for example, if you have a 50K account, you're going to want to use the MNQ, the micro, so you can enter, because like one contract on the NQ is pretty large. And so when you trade full size contracts, the smallest I've seen for what was it? Like even gold, because gold has a micro as well, so micro gold futures. Um, the smallest on gold I've traded, I think each contract is about $250 ish. And if you're dealing with 150K or a 50K account, you probably don't want to be risking. Yeah, that'd be about half. So it's just scaling wise. Like if you have a smaller
Yeah.
account, you're going to want to stick to the smaller so you can open up larger contract sizes. So I start with a standard 300K. because that's the way I trade. Like that's how I start with my challenges. And I'd like to see that reflected. So we'll go ahead and get started on this. Cool. And let's see what happens. Hopefully we have a better year this year. All right. Jump back up to 4 hour. 4 hour. Oh, why is it playing? Why is it playing? Fuck. Hell no. Okay, we'll start at 4 in the morning. So this is our start candle right here. Okay, so we come into this market on the 4 hour. Yep. Right away, I'm going to point it out for those people that are new. I'm saying something like this, right? Like this is our swing low right here. And then I want to see this. However, we're starting to break down fractally, kind of like that. And I'm okay following this. This is where I see that extra edge come in for me. So I'm just going to, there we go. Jump up to 20. Oh, yes. I like this already. Beautiful entry right out the gate. As soon as I wake up, I'd be setting something like this. What is that? 9.29. So we'll
Do you trade
do.
at 4 a.m.?
That's when I wake up. And then if there's
Okay.
nothing, or for example, I don't trade during red news. So like here on, it should show my red news, hopefully. Let me make sure news is on here somewhere. Where do you go? There we go. Calendar. Yeah, so future, red, and really only care about red news. Yep, for US. So the night before, I always look at the economic calendar. If there's red news, then I get to sleep in. If not, I wake up quickly, see if there's anything. If there's nothing, I go back to bed and set my alerts and let my alerts wake me up. And so, yeah, it's more like a quick checkup. Like I wake up at 4, check the markets, nothing there, go back to bed kind of thing. But if there is something, I set a trade and then go back to bed again. So it's one of those things where I've noticed a lot of profitability is given when I trade in the early hours of the morning.
Yeah.
Because I'm getting the tail end of Asia as well. So 20, yeah, probably gonna take a loss. There you go, took my loss. And then 20-minute kind of just goes without us. Oh, another entry right here, right off of this low. So yeah, this would be another entry. Valid because we are interacting with MA. It's an anticipatory. So the very next second this candle opens like that, boom, we're tapping. So that's what I consider an anticipatory, where you kind of have to expect that the next candle is going to move for it to be a valid entry. And then as this candle is playing out, I just set up my buy stop, 19 point something. And then I just get my entry, waiting for sideways and then a build back up. Perfect. Move to break even on that very candle. Probably take a break even. I'm okay with a break even. Oh, and we kind of go. Now I'm looking for a new management. 70% is going to be managed to this low. Okay, perfect. I'll manage my 70%. And then going to go back up to the 20 to see where we're at. Given that the 20 is quite far, I'm going to manage the remaining here, so I can squeeze out another 1 to 2 RR out of this move if it wants to go. Cool. Trail. Gonna move my trail just a little bit down. Okay, get taken out. And we're done. So now we're looking for a new entry. There was a new entry here, by the way. If you're the kind of guy that likes to go risk-free and then take a re-entry, this is a very, very clean re-entry. I'll start doing that going forward because that's how I do it on the live market. If there's another entry, I'll take it because you're risk-free on this position. You're at break-even. So prop firms will actually see where your stop loss is at and see, for example, on Top Step, what I do is the moment you move to risk-free, that opens up that capital for you to use again. So let's suppose you have a 3-contract max. With their scaling plan, you have a max of 3 contracts when you first start up. And then after you grow it, I think it's like a profit of $1,000 on 150K. Then you can open up 4 contracts and 5 contracts like that. So what I do is I free up the capital, move to break even. And the moment you move to break even, you can reutilize those resources. Depends on the prop firm though. So 4-hour good, hourly good, 20-minute good. And real quick, I just want to point out, notice how the moment this kind of happened on the 4-hour, my anticipation right away was that it was going to dump, right?
Yeah.
That was my initial like, hey, I want to follow this short. Okay, so now I'm gonna go back up to 18 ATR, something like that. There we go. Set up my buy stop. Probably take a loss here. I'm okay with that. Yep. And then just move on to the next day. See if the 20-minute gives us one more entry here. Yep. But it's too late. It's already 12 at the time of entry. 4-hour good, hourly good, 20-minute good. So now we got some red news today. So this would be one of the days where I probably just sleep in. A lot of red news. So I just wait for all this to play out. Got red news again in 3 hours. So maybe if I get an entry right about now. Yeah, red news. Okay, this is how much time after red news? So an hour after red news, let's go take a peek. 4-hour good, hourly good. Yeah, this isn't too bad, but it's 1 o'clock, so I can't take it. Okay. 4-hour good, hourly good, 20-minute good. Gonna wait for the red news to play out. Okay, this looks pretty okay. Like a buy stop over this high. 4-hour good, hourly good, 20-minute good. So I'll consider a buy stop right over this high. I'd be looking at a stop of about 31. Something like that. Take a loss right away. 20-minute, gonna wait for a new reentry. It's almost getting a little too late. What time is it? Yeah. 4 hours still kind of going. So 20-minute, I'm gonna look for some new entry. Once again, lots of red news. So this would be another night where I just kind of sleep in. And nothing. So probably jump back up to the hourly to see what's going on here. Probably on the 4-hour would reflect something better. I want to see some more bullishness come in, and then I'll take my long. There we go. Good, good. Beautiful entry right over this high, but it's too late. Yep. Okay, gonna jump up to the 4-hour again to see what's going on here. 4-hour. Once again, overall trend is something like this. We'll say big legs, and then we're just kind of really breaking down. So if anything, I could see this continuing to fall down, and I'll be okay with that. But we do get that strong bullish push. Once again, this is the exact same thing that happened on the most recent markets on Friday that I traded, and this is where I got my trades. So let's see if we can get anything there. This was gold this Friday, by the way. Gold and some other market. We got the 4-hour. Still nothing. If anything, I want to see bullishness on the 4-hour, on the hourly. Something like that. And then our entry is probably going to be somewhere in there. Yeah. There you go. What time was this? So I'm going to play back, but I'm not going to take this entry. I just want to see what it looked like on the 4-hour to show you why I didn't take it. So yeah. So hourly is too low in the range. You see what I mean? Like we're barely peaking over the MAs, and likely, more often than not, when something like this happens, like right here, it chops back down very quickly. And it chops back down. So I'm going to wait for another 20-minute validation like we saw earlier. Not a valid entry because wick is way too big. And this right here, anticipatory validation, buy stop over this high, because the very next candle that opens up ready, boom, makes it valid. So 4-hour, good. Now look at that hourly. Look at that strength. Instead of just peeping over that maze, now we're like really going through it. So 20-minute, good. 5-minute long, right over this high. Looking at a 15 ATR stop. Something like that. Okay, move to break even very quickly because we've just moved too far. Gonna look to manage something above 3RR. Still too low. There we go. So I'm gonna manage 70% to the somewhere in here, something like that. See if we get tapped out. Okay, take off 70%. And then move to 20-minute and see if we can get something else. I love these giant candles because once you break even, if these go, these like really go. So we'll see. Okay, we got tapped out. So yeah, it's too late to take another trade, so I'll just kind of skip. 4 hours still holding that. Remember what I was kind of anticipating? This leg. And now we're starting to build that up. So hourly, gonna wait for some bullishness to come in. There we go. And our entry is probably gonna be right there once again. Entry. And this might be so this one actually isn't anticipatory because the moment we opened up on this one, hang on this one right here, this candle would have to move like all the way up here for this to be a valid entry. So, and I'm not willing to take on that risk. So I'm gonna look at this entry right here and see what that looked like on the 4 hour and hourly and see if it's even worth considering. So 4 hour good, hourly good. So this hourly right now is comprised of two 20-minute, one more 20-minute, and it's gonna close. So now that we're on the tail end of this hourly candle, meaning that the odds of it slamming back down are very unlikely, versus this one, if we were looking for an entry here, this candle right here was comprised of these two. Hang on, let me see where. Yep. This would have also been a valid buy stop for me. Clearly we didn't get tapped in, but it shows the same idea, right? 20 minutes right before close, and then look at what happened. It slammed down. So 4 hour good, hourly good, 20-minute good. I like that it lines up with these highs too, because it's like a previous entry. So we'll do like a 20 entry. Cool. Waiting for a break even or a loss. Waiting for a break even. Break even as soon as we broke over these highs. And notice how my break evens are at like half a RR now.
Yeah.
Like I don't allow it to play too much. Gonna wait till 1 p.m. What time is it? Or 2 p.m. Sorry, not 1 p.m. So I'm gonna manage like maybe 70% to this low. Somewhere around here. Okay, take off. Well, I gotta wait for it to come back down. Okay, now move up to 20. Wait till 2 p.m. There we go, 2 p.m. And then close off the rest. Okay, go to the next day. Very simple. Probably gonna hit this target here pretty soon. The high we were going after. So we got red news today. Probably just gonna sleep in again. Because I don't trade 40 minutes until after red news. Oh, okay. So what time is this? 7:20. 4 hour good, hourly good, 20-minute. Sorry about that. I don't like the weakness that came up here at the top. Usually I want to see the strength closer to the top. So I'm just going to skip it. It's probably going to go sideways and then build something new. Or just fall off. That too. 4 hour, going to wait for some more money to come in. Actually, there we go. So now that we got hourly money coming in, it is a little too late to take any entry. But if you're a crackhead, like kind of risky, sure, go for it. But I personally wouldn't risk it like that. Go to the next day, and now we're entering that chop that we were seeing on NASDAQ. So wait for red news to play out. So it seems like it's playing out right now. Now we just wait for our entry. Okay, this is a potential entry. I'm gonna go back up to see it. It's a little low in the range. Like this is the range, and we're still within the range. So the odds of this next candle snapping back down is so likely that, oh man, I'm gonna take it. I think I would take this live. The hourly is looking very clean though, so let me look at this real quick. Nah, I'm gonna skip it, but let's pretend I would have taken it to see what happens. Yeah, we wouldn't even have gotten a tap in, so you can still hear me though, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna wait for the 4 hour to do something a little bit better. Okay, gonna just skip another day. There we go. 4 in the morning rolls around. Beautiful. So now, or it's actually like 5 in the morning or something. Yeah. 4 hour good. So now we have like all these micro trends going on within each other. We got this, but then we got something like this question mark. Like we don't know. I'm just kind of assuming. And then inside of this one, we got this one breaking down to hopefully complete this leg. So that's all I'm looking at inside like my head. Clearly entry right here. I guess I missed it because I played a little too fast. But we'll just kind of have to wait. That would have been a break even anyway. Okay, we're getting a new potential entry here. So I'm going to go take a peek. Hourly good, 4 hour good, hourly good, 20-minute good. Yeah, so this 20-minute, while it is still within the range, I love the strength that came into it. Like, we closed right here. That shows a lot of certainty and kind of like dominance in the market. So I'm going to do a 17 stop somewhere around here. Cool. Probably take a loss here. Come on, a little bit of strength so we can break even, and we take a loss. So now wait for the 20-minute, and we close the market. So next day. Okay, now look at what's going on. Within one single day, we changed our entire narrative to looking for sells here to telling us this is a reaccumulation of some sort, fractal reaccumulation, breaking down lows to build up higher. So some sort of spring that happened here in this schematic. So I'm okay, continue looking for longs. Okay, this is looking like a half decent buy here. I don't like the weakness here, but I'll still set up a buy stop. Somewhere like right here, ATR is what, 16? Something like that. Okay, let's see if that was valid. That is still valid. Probably gonna take me out. Yep, cool. Gonna wait for a new reentry. I was gonna check for red news, but okay. So this is one of those days where I take probably 2 losses in a row, and then I call it a day. So we'll see what happens here. I'm gonna look to take a long here. 30, something like that. Generally, when I trade live, I'm a lot more like perfect with my ATRs. Like my stops will be exactly the ATR.
Yeah.
But I don't have the time to be doing that. So today I took 2 losses and I'm just done for the day. Skip to the next day and see if anything else ups up. 4 hour good, hourly good, 20-minute good. We got red news coming up here shortly. So maybe if we get an entry here and it just kind of falls off. So hopefully now, what time is it? 9? Yeah, this is a good entry here. 4 hour good, hourly good, 20-minute good, 5-minute long, right over this high. ATR is 21 point something. So we'll do something like that. I'm going to give it a couple more candles to see if it wants to straighten up. So in a situation like this, you're going to run into a few complexities here because there's many opportunities. For example, you have valid buy stop over this high and you have valid buy stop over this high, and it kind of comes down to which one you want to take. I am personally going to cancel this one and look at what's going on right now. So I'm going to wait for this candle to close and then set up a buy stop over it. There you go. And guess what? It lines up perfectly with the first one we wanted to take. So that worked out perfectly.
Yeah.
So I'll set up a new buy stop right over these highs, which is going to be a 21 ATR stop. Perfect. Probably take a loss here. Nothing new. Beautiful. And it just goes without us. Awesome. So now we have a new buy stop over this high of 20, something like that. Probably take one more loss and I'm done for the day. Get tapped in. Break even right after that black candle right here. Hello there. Do we just want to like fly up? I'm gonna consider taking 70% off here. Okay, we'll go ahead and do that. At least we can pay for one loss. And then 20-minute. We're just going to let it play out until 2 p.m. There we go. And close the remaining. So notice that by leaving a little bit running, we made like an extra 5 grand. So that's why I love the new trailing thing I've been doing. Go to the next day, 4-hour good, hourly good, 20-minute good. So now on the 20-minute, I'm just going to wait for sideways and then a nice build up from here. Seems like there's news here. Okay, nothing on that
maybe
day.
the FX replay isn't accurate with the
No, it's
news
not,
sometimes.
unfortunately. So usually if you look here, I usually have the calendar open, but
Yeah.
it is what it is. This is not a ideal market condition. I will never trade anything like this, no matter how many entries set up here. I wait for like a new market condition. We'll probably see this on the hourly playing out.
Is it because of that range that you
Yeah.
decided not to do that?
Like if
Okay.
you look at the 20, and you can actually go do this for yourself and see and ask yourself the question, if I were to take any entry available within this range, which ones would have worked out? This one wouldn't have. This one wouldn't have. This one, probably a break even. Yeah. This one, not even an entry. This one just kind of fell back down. This one, what do you think is going to happen if I try to take this one? Let's see. Get tapped in. Oh, that's so funny. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. What time was it though? Yeah, it's way past our allotted time. So notice, just trading
Yes.
from 5 in the morning to what time is it? Like 11, 12, and then you're done for the day. It's so powerful. It does cut your profits quite a bit. Okay, I do like this entry. 4-hour good, hourly good, 20-minute good. So 5-minute long right over this high. ATR is going to be about 26, something like that. What time is it over there, by the way?
4 a.m.
Brother. Go to bed.
Yeah, I'm chilling here.
Yeah, at least it's the weekend, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Still valid. It's one of those more questionable entries. Waiting for a break even and a beautiful loss. Gonna wait for a new entry. Beautiful new entry. 4-hour good, hourly good, 20-minute good. So set up a new long here. Looking at an 18 something. Probably gonna take another loss. I'm okay with that. Yep. And I'm done for the day. Cool. Go to the next day. 4 hours very weak. Gonna wait for money to come in. We got red news as well. So gonna skip to the next day. Still nothing. Next day, still nothing. Nothing, nothing. Notice how I'm just skipping all this. Like this is what I do on the live market, by the way.
Yeah.
So I'm still waiting until 4 in the morning. 4 in the morning comes in. Now we're starting to see some sort of distribution coming in. So that's where I'll kind of look to get any opportunities. Red news just played out, so market needs a little bit of time. Only entry I see, break even. So I'm not even going to log that. And next day again. So go back up to here. It looks like we're probably going to get this continuation short. However, we do have lots of red news coming up. So I'm just going to let red news play out.
Especially like a conventionally
Okay. So 4-hour, we're getting that continuation of this trend that we were anticipating. So we got this next leg up. I'm just going to skip until the next day. Something like that. And then I'm looking for longs again. So I'm going to wait for another sideways on the 20 to get involved here. Perfect. Something like this. Look at the 4-hour, good. Hourly. Hourly is still within that same range. So if you see this, I don't like that. However, it's
Yeah.
okay. Like I can make exceptions based on other time frames. So like if the 4-hour looks really clean and the hourly looks questionable, but the 20-minute also looks clean, then I'll take something like that. So set this up with a 39 ATR. Something like that. Probably going to take another loss, and I'm okay with that. Move to break even after this high is broken right here. So notice that's like 0.25 R that I'm breaking even at. 0.5.
Yeah.
So it's very different from what I always did, but okay, probably take a loss here or break even. Wait till 2 p.m. Still nothing to manage. I don't want to touch this market. 2 p.m. rolls around and I'm out of this. This has been a rocky start for me, so hopefully we can kick things up a little better. So 20 minute. We got red news coming up, so I'm just gonna play that through. Hourly, just kind of falling off. Probably 4 hours interacting there. Yep. So now I'm gonna look for any long position here. There we go. 4 hour good, hourly good, 20 minute good, 5 minute long, right over this high. Looking 16 ATR. Something like that. Get tapped in, probably get tapped out. Nothing new.
You always used to like adjust the ATR with your position. Do you still do that or no?
No, not anymore. It
Yeah,
was
so you just do full ATR and that's it.
yeah, like whatever the ATR is, that is my stop. It's that simple.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't like the 4 hour. 4 hours also ranging. So I'm going to give this market a little bit more time. Sideways on the 20. It'll give us just enough time to continue this like higher up. And it just falls off. So I got this 4 hour. I'm not touching this market anymore. 4 in the morning rolls around. Nice. Building out of whatever this range was. So 4 hour good, hourly good, 20 minute good. Gonna wait for a new entry. I swear this gotta be red news. February 7th. I'm actually gonna go take a look. This looks too good to be true. Okay, I guess not. 4 hour good, hourly good, 20 minute questionably large candle for no reason, but good. 33 ATR. So we'll do something like that. Cool, get tapped in, probably move to break even or take a loss. I am so okay with a loss too. Yep, take that loss. Cool. Wait for a new entry. Not taking, not taking. Gonna wait for some more sideways. Still nothing next day. That simple. So notice, it feels like loss after loss after loss, right? 4 hour, good. Hourly, good. 20 minute. I do like the strength out of this candle, but look at the size of the candle itself. There we go. We get a new candle. 4 hour good, hourly good, 20 minute good, 5 minute long, right over this high. I'm just gonna double check news again on the 8th because that's a huge candle. Lo and behold, we have news at 6:30. And I love it how FX Replay definitely didn't put that on here. So
Yeah.
that's why we had this crazy mess right here. So just be cautious with red news. If anything, I'm sure it'll show it if I go here and turn on yellow news. Yeah, now it shows it. So different people will show it different colors, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Sometimes you just have to take the L and deal with it. So 20 minute, beautiful. Probably gonna take a loss here, just looking at it right out the gate. Looking at a 19 ATR stop. Dang, that's huge. Because we are a little closer, I'll move that up. Still valid. Still valid. I'm gonna cancel it really soon if we don't get tapped in here. Relatively soon. Oh man. Still valid. Get tapped in, take a loss. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, 4 hour good, hourly good, 20 minute good. So wait for a new entry. Probably red news again. Your only entry was this high right here. What time is it? 7:40 on the 9th. Yeah, news. Oh no, this is an hour after news. I want to look
Yeah.
at this entry real quick. Call's gonna end in an hour and 30 seconds, so give me a second. I don't know if you want to do one more after this, and then we'll call it a
Yeah,
night.
we can.
Yeah, because I wanna get some good results here. We've just been going through the basic start of your chop a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is
I can
clean.
never tell the difference.
So, set up a buy stop over this 23 ATR stop, which is actually massive. Okay. Cool. Oh, beautiful. Take a loss. All right, we're going to the next day. 4-hour good, hourly good. Actually, hourly is a little weak and ranging. There we go. So our entry is probably in here. I want to go take a peek at this one real quick and see if that's a valid entry. Our call's about to cut out here, so we'll save this for the next one, if that's okay with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, this isn't too bad. All right, we'll reconnect here in about 10 minutes.
Okay.
All right.
I will probably like I don't really need to sleep anymore.
Yeah, just stay out 24/7. You remind me of my
Yeah.
younger self for sure. So we were looking at this long, set up a buy stop over this high, 15 ATR stop. And this is the boring part of it. Like, I don't know many people that could do this for 5 hours a day, right? Like, I would get bored of this. And so I'd
Yeah.
kind of just have to force myself to go through it. Like, it's the same thing over and over again, but with slight variations of, entries. So the moment we break these highs or this high, I'll move to break even, that quickly.
By the way, are you recording now?
Yes, I am.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just need to make sure.
Cool. Still nothing to manage to. Probably take a break even or a loss here. Yep, looks like a break even. Cool. There's probably not going to be anything else for the rest of the day, so I'm just going to skip. I mean, I personally know there's not going to be, just because looking at the market condition. Now, once again, we're shifting into this market condition like earlier, where I might want to start looking for sells, so I'll go ahead and do that. 20-minute, we do have red news, so I'm going to wait for that to play out. I can place a trade 40 minutes after red news, so let's kind of wait for this to stabilize, and then maybe now we can a good entry. Okay, it's 10:40, so this is a good entry. Probably gonna be a loss. Like, I go into every trade anticipating it to be a loss. So when I do get a loss, I'm like, okay, cool. Adding to my edge, it's just my edge playing out. And I know that if I take enough losses, then the wins will start to come. Versus other people see losses as a bad thing, and I'm over here like, hey, the more losses, the better. So coming into 11:30. Give me just 1 second. Okay, 20. Probably gonna take a loss. We don't. Now I moved to break even very quickly because we have moved this far. Okay. Still don't know what we are going to manage to. We can do something we could do here because I don't want to give up to our arc right out the gate. Okay, take my 70% partial. Cool. Jump back up to the 20 and then just manage with that. Probably rest at break even. Yep. Okay. Skip to the next day. Hang on, what time was this? Okay, yeah. I just wanted to make sure we didn't go over the time allowed. Okay, so 4-hour. Once again, the overall trend is going to be to continue higher, but we're in this no trade zone right now, so I'm going to let this play out. Probably till 4. Okay, so this is something I'd consider starting to look at. Probably going to be a nice entry in here. Too late. So next day, 4-hour good, hourly good, 20-minute waiting for money to come in, falls back down. So again, not touching this market for a little bit. We're entering this chop zone again that I just don't trade at all. Okay, cool. Looks like we're undergoing some sort of distribution. So once again, missed an entry here, which looked half decent, but it is what it is. This is a little too weak at the high. Like, yeah, you can take it. Yeah, and then secondary entry here. So it kind of comes down to you. I'm going to look at these two individually and see if either of them would have been valid. So regarding the weakness, a couple more rules that I have with the weakness at the high right here. Number one, I already told you about the size of the body. It must account for larger than either side, which is clearly larger. So this body right here. That's my number one rule. And then number two is just how far it's really gone.
Yeah.
This is a valid entry. I just don't, they're not my favorite. I don't like to see this weakness at the top. I like to see them like this, very blocky and barely any sort of weakness at the high. So yeah, like I said earlier, this was a valid entry as well. I just played past it.
Yeah.
And I like to be quite honest and include that sort of variability in my data where sometimes I'm going to miss the runners. Sometimes I'm going to take random losses and I'm okay with that. So set up this buy stop, just let it go. Still valid. Yeah. Move to break even, probably on this push down. I'm okay taking a break even on this now. Yep. So probably going to get a new re-entry here. But it is 12, so I got to skip to the next day. 4 hour good, hourly good, 20-minute. If you're crazy, good entry here. Once again, a little too weak on the high compared to the other one, so I'm gonna skip that one. Again, we have the exact same scenario where we do have a bit of weakness at the high. Coming into red news soon. 4 hour good, hourly good, 20-minute good. I could see this going sideways more. It is okay though, so I'll set up a entry here. I already see it being a big loss, but I'm okay with that. Yeah. We're getting a little choppy here on the 20-minute. Got red news in 2 hours, so we're still good. 4 hour good, hourly good, 20-minute good. So I'm gonna take another entry here at the 21 ATR stop. Okay, another loss. And I'm done for the day.
If it like just taps you like by like 0.1 pip or something like that, like not even going above your entry point, do you still count it as a like a trade which tapped you in?
So it has, yeah, it has to tap the point. With the current broker that I'm with, it changes actually. Some brokers will tap you after it crosses, and others, if it just barely taps the line, it won't. So I just consider it a loss, right? Because sometimes it will, sometimes it won't.
Yeah.
So we got red news here. Gonna skip all this.
But with the stop loss and break even, you don't
Yeah,
do
yeah.
that, right?
With the break even, I want it to cross. I want to usually calculate my edge to be a lot worse than it is. So when I am on the live market, right, it reflects a lot better than it should be. I don't know, just a psychological thing for me. Another entry right over this high. Probably going to be another loss, and I'm okay with that. Cool. Another entry. So I'm going to take one more today, and then that's it. Dang, we've just been break even until like February. We got to pick a better market next time. I'll have to see my other backtest for this. I think I've backtested this for 2024 as well, so we'll have to compare. Move to break even right after this candle gets broken. Probably gonna start to manage here. I'll manage 70%. Move it just a little bit higher. Okay, take off 70% here. Gonna manage the remaining 20% to somewhere around here. Probably get taken out there. Cool. 4 hour good. Hourly is okay. So 20-minute. There was an entry here, but it was a little questionable. And then secondary entry here. Let's go take a peek. 4 hour good. Hourly good. Yeah, it's okay. Looking at a 9 ATR stop. Probably going to be another loss. I am okay with that. Move to break even. Take a break even. Watch it go now. I'm going to laugh. Oh, bro. Oh, bro. I just
And you
want to...
don't take those centuries. Can you go back to the 20-minute? Like after it went, it created this like black candle, and then the other candle was created after that.
No.
Yeah, on
For
this
me,
one,
it's a
no.
little too far. Because if
Ah,
you look
okay.
at the general trend, yeah, you can get lucky. Like this entry right here is the equivalent as this black candle right here. Just, you know, actually it's very similar.
Yeah.
And so generally the testing that I've shown is you can get runners like this. And I actually used to take these entries. I used to take them within 2 candles worth of entry. Like if there was a valid entry, but it didn't provide me a good entry and I wanted to still get in, I'd use the following candle after that, kind of like here.
Yeah.
But like no, it just didn't, it ruined my edge a little bit, so I kind of removed it. But you can test it. Personally, I tested it and it
Yeah. Okay.
that would have been a nice little runner though. Probably a good 10 RR or something. Move to next day. 4 hours weak, 4 hours strong. This seems like red news, man. Something about this February 26th. Yeah, red news at 8 in the morning. FX Replay needs to get their shit together. Now, I think my news and FX Replays is off by an hour, like the time. So I think the news was actually at 7, and you can see that in this candle. So I think this should... I don't know. Actually, no, it's still really bad. Yeah, I don't know. Something is off with their timing or my timing. So 4 hour good, hourly good, 20-minute good. Like this is an okay entry for me. I'll consider taking it.
Do you have daylight savings in like America?
Yeah, we do.
So it's probably because of that, because
Yeah. Yeah, they're always off by an hour. I never understand. Next day, that price action was just too shitty for me. 4 hours okay, hourly is okay, 20-minute is okay. It's coming in at 6:40 in the morning. I just want to make sure there's no news today because I feel like that's been messing me up pretty bad. Yep, there's news, bro. Come on. Look, like this would have been another entry that I probably would have failed at because of the damn news. There you go. So I'm just going to skip forward a little bit. This has been really horrible price action. Okay. Lots of red news. You can just see this. 4 hour. So we're at 20-minute. That's an okay entry. But red news, so I can't really take it. Skip to next day. Let me make sure we're still recording. Yeah. Yeah, man. You can just see it in the price action a little bit. Indecision in the market. Up, down. Like, I don't know. You got to kind of get lucky with these small waves up. Gonna wait
It's
till
like
4 in the
moving
morning.
up, but like not clearly at all.
Yeah. So I'm gonna skip to my morning, which was this candle. Yeah, so at this point I just start looking for sells. It's just getting too bad. This is red news. So if anything, I'd have to wait after red news. So almost anticipatory. And then we're done for the day. So yeah, like what? What is this shit? I'm good. I'm not trading any of this. So 4 in the morning again. Anticipatory. Okay, so it does end up running. This is the only one I see. I'm gonna skip it just because I don't want to cheat or lie. 4-hour chop again. There we go. Finally something. Perfect entry right here. 4-hour good, hourly good, 20-minute good, 5-minute long. Right over this high at 34, something like that. Move it just a little bit higher. Probably going to take a loss. Nothing new. Get tapped in. Probably get tapped out. Yeah. God awful price action. I'm going to skip all this. It's that simple. Okay. Finally starting to shape up to some extent. Gonna wait for some. I mean, this was a valid entry, but once again ran. So very, very cool entry there. If you would have gotten in. Yeah. I don't like this. This is one of the moments where I look at price and I'm like, what? Why would you trade this, you know? But trading price action like this is really powerful because it shows you the capabilities of your system. If you can manage to hold a stable equity curve just in this kind of market condition, you know you're going to do so well for yourself. And there was this member in the community a while back where I told him, go to the worst market condition you see. And if you can at least remain at break even, you're going to do so fine. So looking at this 4-hour, this is one of those risk entries where I want to take a sell, but we don't have enough confluences in line. We haven't broken any structure. We haven't really undergone any schematic to do so. However, because I really don't care, and this is how I do trade, I am going to take a sell here. Like that's just how I trade. Entries like these are part of my system that I've collected over the years. And I'm okay taking those losses because when they do run, they're so powerful. Okay, getting another entry here. It's okay. I'll take a loss here. And then that way we can finish up this day. That's how I think, by the way. I just want to take losses. Cool, get tapped in, probably get tapped out. Awesome, done for the day. Okay, go to the next day, which is here. Don't want to touch any of this. Kind of waiting for bullishness to come in, something like that. There we go. Gonna skip to my next session. Finally, okay, this is what I mean. We finally broke out of whatever the hell this was.
Yeah.
That is when I'm trading live. Now I still backtest all the shit price action to see how my system would do. But back in the day, that's when you'd see my equity curve. You'll see it actually go up and then like draw down. Now it's just go up and then baseline because I don't trade any of that. Go up and then baseline.
Yeah.
So I like to stress my system out a little bit to make sure I still have it, you know.
Yeah.
So 20-minute, then we get our long here. 19. I like this one. It's looking pretty clean. A lot cleaner than all the other ones I just took, so. Almost a break even. I want to see a little bit more strength here and take a loss. Nothing. Cool. Still nothing. Gonna give this market time. Okay. Four hours kind of weak, but okay. Hourly still shaping up. Accumulation. This could be our spring before flying off. I'll take it. Looking at a
Yeah,
20.
I noticed that these trades actually like work really, really well when basically like a flush happens on the market, and it gives you a setup.
Sometimes when they do run, yeah. Otherwise, yeah, I'm not trading any of this. Bro, I thought you said this was a clean market.
Yeah, it's like very strange. I'm like looking right now. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
do you
don't
see this,
believe like
bro?
how I made money here. Because I made like I think 60% in like 3 months
There's
of time.
there's NQ and then there's similar ones. They move hang on. Some of them move a lot cleaner than others. This looks a lot more
Yeah.
like a crypto almost. Like I noticed like crypto
Is
I've been
this a
doing.
mini one?
No, this is just regular. Oh no, this
Okay.
is wait. Yeah, this is the E-mini, which shouldn't matter.
Yeah.
They both should move pretty much the same. Now I want to go into TradingView real quick and see if that's because I think I have an NQ. Yeah, I have NQ on my list right here. Like here. Oh, I got a nice little runner right here. Let me show you. This is actually the trade November, December. Yeah, this is the trade that passed me one of my challenges. So look at the contacts here. I was looking at this. Let me show you my entry. Bro, this was clean.
Wow.
Clean, clean, clean. This is what passed me my challenge in one trade. It was
Yeah.
kind of crazy. Ran a total of like 30 something. Yeah, 33 R. So this was awesome. I actually had to close it right here because Top Step has something called a consistency rule where 50% of the profits cannot be made in more than
Yeah.
one trade. And so if I would have let this run, I think this was like a 15K runner or something. And so that would have, and risking like 0.2. It was kind of absurd.
Yeah.
But no, NQ, I do trade NQ, and it usually doesn't look this bad. Like generally I trade it like this or like this. Always stay out of whatever the hell this is. Whatever the hell this is, you know. So
Yeah.
it has its good times, like these nice little runs and these, but I guess right now we're just in the middle of all the horrible stuff. So we'll see. We'll make it out of this alive, at least at break even.
Yeah.
And that's kind of all that matters. So we got red news coming up.
I mean, it's probably why you're like in a drawdown because you missed like a lot of trades and you were like honest and didn't took them.
Yeah, like I like to ruin my edge to an extent and say, oh yeah, I probably wouldn't have taken it. Like I probably went to the bathroom during that time.
Yeah.
Now there's times where I'm really honest with myself and I'm like, no, I actually would have taken that. I don't know what the hell this wick was, but that was a 5% wick. Okay. So once again, this is showing a lot of indecision in the market, the chop. Like if I start pointing things out, wick, giant wick. This is showing me likely what I've noticed when things like this happen, when a scenario like this occurs. We're about to enter a really nice distribution. We're about to go down for a good amount of time. And I see that all the time. Like I was pointing out yesterday.
Yeah.
Look at what's going on in NVIDIA.
Yeah, on NVIDIA, I remember example.
Look at what's going on here. Like I predicted this a long time ago. When you jumped onto the hourly and you just look at like what is this? And we break down, we break back up, we break fractally down, back up. It just doesn't make sense in my head. And so right away I jumped to no, we're about to dump and we're about to dump hard. And that's exactly what happened. So we got earnings coming out soon. So wonder how that's gonna play out. I just want to see NVIDIA. Let's see the daily. I just want to see this thing dump like back here, like that. This is the same thing. The uncertainty if we jump down to the 4 hour back here. Look at what's going on. Breaking up, breaking down. And then we're at like right here in NVIDIA. That little spot where we broke down, pushed slightly up. Right here, we broke down, starting to push slightly up. I just want to see this thing plummet. But maybe I'm wrong. And that's okay. Because at least I don't have money in it. So we'll continue trading this to see how far we get. Cool. Finally, something gets established. Hey, what did I say? It was gonna dump.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I wanted to see all along. Okay, coming in at 9 in the morning. Sorry, I jump around kind of a lot. Yeah, so I'll take a sell here. It's gonna be at 15, 16 ATR. And notice that I don't care where it ends up. Like a lot of people put it below the low or something like that. I just throw it exactly where it's at. I might change that down the road. Maybe things change and I like putting it at the lows or something, but right now it just keeps it simple. Cool, nothing. Gonna wait for a new re-entry here. And there's nothing. Okay, finally starting to see something worthwhile here. So, nope, never mind. This reminds me so much of NVIDIA right now. Just kind of chopping, not knowing what it wants to do. Okay, finally. Okay, we might enter a nice market condition, something like this. Notice, lots of chop, going back and forth, indecision, flush out, build up nicely. Indecision, flush out, build up nicely. So, I'm hoping that now we get a couple of good trades off of this push. Perfect. This is going to be a anticipatory validation. So I'll take it. Long over this high, ATR is going to be about 10. Dang, that's really tight. 11. Something like that. Probably going to take a loss here. Waiting for a break even. Close above this high and I'll break even. Cool, break even. Probably take a break even. Awesome. Gonna look for some sort of new reentry. And it fucked off to the downside. Ugh. Okay, we didn't get that bull run we wanted, but we got the complete opposite. Cool. Well, we'll just... Bro, what is this shit? I'm not even kidding you. What do you have me trading right now? I kid you not, this is shit. Okay. I'm just gonna skip until I get to somewhere reasonable, bro. Cause yeah, I don't ever trade price action. No. What the fuck? Okay. This is starting to shape up somewhat nicely. Okay. Okay. I kind of see the vision here. You have to use your imagination a little bit to see this, but it's all good. It's all good. So going to, oh, I kind of missed market open. What time was market open? It was all the way down here. So I'll just skip to the next day. Oh, goodness. Okay, just gonna wait for the hourly to shape up. And we fell back down. Fuck off. Bro, no way. Okay, so I'm gonna chase this thing until I get a trade. There was a trade here, but I doubt I would have gotten it. Hang on, let me enter full screen. Okay, so we got 10 minutes here. Yep, nothing. Next day. Okay. So kind of the analysis I told you was correct. Once I see this kind of chop, we like to go into longer term distribution, and I wanted it to see it just fall off, and we're kind of seeing that. So now maybe I can follow it through. Bro, hell no. Okay. What time is it? Gonna wait till 4 in the morning. There we go. So 20-minute. I remember I did a backtest on this and it was quite profitable, but it was when I trade things like these or things like these. It was a very unstable system for questionable markets that would just kind of chop around. And now my system is built out more for like safer investments, if that makes sense.
Yeah. When the conditions are like
Yeah,
better.
perfect. So like this right here is looking a lot better. Notice. Clean.
Yeah.
I don't know what this was. So that will definitely be reflected in our equity curve. We probably lost like 10% of that count there or something. Okay.
Yeah.
So that would have been like 10 loss challenges back to back. I'm not even going to lie to you if you would have traded this. So just stay out of that kind of price action. So 4 hour good, hourly good, 20-minute good. Now this is looking a lot cleaner. So 10 ATR stop. Cool. Probably take another loss. I swear if this was news, bro. April 18th.
Yeah, news.
It does look like news. Bro, you gotta be kidding me, FX Replay. I endorse these people too. I can't say bad things about them though. Okay. So, okay, beautiful. We're getting money coming back in. That's good. What time is this? Okay, I see you. 4 hour good. Hourly good. Like this is such unique price action. You don't get to see this every day, especially on that hourly. Sure, I'll take another loss. Give it all away. We're looking at a stop of about 30. Move to a break even on that close on this swing low right here because this was our swing high. Probably take a break even. Close at 2 p.m. So probably take a break even. Yeah. Dude, I don't know what you got me trading. I'm going to be so for real with you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
know, it
but
just
I
looks
think
so
I just chose
weird.
the wrong asset because it doesn't look that bad on
Mm.
TradingView.
Yeah.
Okay, 8 in the morning. 4 hour good, hourly good. 20-minute. I mean, good entry there, but missed it because I was asleep. 11:20, 4 hour good, hourly good, 20-minute good. I'll take a long here. We got 6 minutes left on this call, and then I don't know if you're free tomorrow to get to finish this off, and then maybe actually get a good market. Okay, falls off. It's one of those situations where technically it's valid, but this weakness, man, I could actually see this next candle coming down a little lower. We'll see. Okay, another re-entry here. Yeah, this entry was just a little too weird for me. I'm going to be doing a lot more testing on these, by the way, like these weak entries, because most of the time they've ran every time I've said I don't like them. Like, let me find some more examples.
All the time.
Like these are good. I don't know, man. I've done a lot of testing on them, and like this right here, notice how most of the time it comes back and gives you a re-entry, but this is still a valid entry. So
yeah,
I'll probably spend a few days testing that out because it does seem to be somewhat profitable. Like maybe I can create a new rule on top of what I already have to get a little bit more edge out of it. Probably take a loss here. It looks like it's definitely going to be a loss. Yep. Oh, it's 2 p.m. Okay, so just close that break even.
Looks like actually worse than gold in a 5 minute.
Then what?
Than gold that we did.
Yeah, no
It's
kidding.
like so wicky.
And jumpy, and I'll have to look at my other
Yeah.
backtest and see. Maybe I traded another NQ because they have a couple NQs, maybe not minis. Okay, so 8 in the morning. Probably missed an entry in here. Like once again, we have this entry right here. This would have probably tapped you in and then tapped you out right away. So I think that's why I stopped liking them. And then look, oh, well, it kind of flushed out, but I was hoping it'd give me a better setup. Oh. Okay, gotta wait till 4 in the morning. Bro. Gonna wait till another 4 in the morning. Now we're talking. Okay, you see that? Now we're getting some sort of clean delivery. So we got 3 minutes left. Let's see if we can catch one good trade. This one's gonna be the one. I feel it. I feel it. 30. Something like that. Bro. Okay. Maybe one more and just falls off. What the fuck? We get a little bit of hope and then it just decides to do the complete opposite. So we'll go to the next morning. That looks like red news, so we'll probably wait till... Yeah, okay. Cool. It's after red news. 4 hour is kind of questionable, but okay. Yeah, so I'll take a trade right here. 2 minutes left, so maybe we can... 35. Ugh. And now it's gonna go, isn't it? Lovely. Okay, nothing. At least you get to experience a really bad market condition. Like this would have been an entry. I don't know if I would have been asleep or not. At least you get to experience like a really bad market condition, so you know. Like the fact that I've been able to not go in the red this entire time is kind of shocking me a little bit. Cause yeah, this no. Go to the next day. I mean here, let's see what the 4 hour looked like. Okay. Starting to clean up a little bit. Maybe this was the bottom of that range and now we're gonna build back up. So gonna wait till 4 in the morning. Yep. And then 20-minute. We got plenty of red news, so probably nothing's gonna happen this day. Just skip it. Okay. We got a minute left. So maybe now's our time to shine, you know? So this actually would have, I need to see if this wick is larger though. It doesn't look. So from this low to this high, 23 and 32. Okay. So finally something worthwhile. Now let's just hope there's not red news. Okay. So looking at the 4 hour, hourly, 20. Okay. And then a sell over this high with a 35 ATR stop. It's probably going to cut you out here, but
yeah.
Another loss. Oh, this is going to be such a good equity curve. If we make a comeback tomorrow, it's going to be so clean because it's going to look something like we made a little bit of profit, came back to break even, and then just like grew normally. And you get to see that naturally play out. In the long run, yeah, anyhow, call cut out. I will see you guys tomorrow. I think, let's see how long this video is. I think I'll call this a video. It's been a really bad backtest. You guys can very clearly see it in the price action. Definitely not something I'd be trading live. But yeah, equity curve is probably going to be like up and then halfway. Yeah. Hey, the fact that we can keep this break even, I'm actually going to go back and look at my other back test real quick to see maybe I got the wrong asset or something. But yeah, anyhow, win rate 35%, still relatively break even. Clearly in very bad drawdown, but that's okay. And so stay tuned for the next video. I'm interested to see how this one plays out. But yeah, guys, see ya.